Happy Monday.
All right. Happy New Year. We have not been together since the new year. So happy New Year to everyone. Actually, we've been together, but we just haven't been on this call together. So happy New Year to everybody. And we are going to jump right in because we have got a lot to cover. So we've got a lot of classes that are about to happen. We've got today, we've got group coaching. We've got a preview of one of Pavin's properties. I hope all of you guys were planning to be there. He's finally finished one of his development projects. So we're going to go visit that today at 1:30. So we got a lot going on. So I'm going to jump right in to our market update. So we all know, right, TCPA compliance. Definitely, we want to continue to just be aware that this is a real thing, that you can get fined if you're making calls to people who are on the do not call list. So avoid that. Let's see, we got some chat. Happy New Year. Thank you, India. Happy New Year. She said, Happy New Year, everybody. So for Los Angeles County, let us jump right in, and I'm gonna minimize that just a little bit. All right. Oops, sorry. I got to get this guy off of there. There we go. Just a little housekeeping, guys. All right. So let's look at our sales trends. Let's look at the for sale, sold, and pended. So for sale, we're down 18% when we look at this week so far versus or this month versus last month, down 18%. And then I'm sorry, actually this is 12/1 to 12/6, right? Versus 1/1 to 1/6. So we're looking at last month, this time frame, versus this month. Okay, just our first week of January, we're down 18% on what's actually on the market right now. Okay, and then we're looking at last month compared to this month, just again the same time frame in the week. We're looking at being down again 13.6%. Okay, this is last year same time frame versus this year same time frame. And then now we're looking at, again, this is going to be the same, right, because we're in the beginning of the year 2024. So it's the same as actually the last stat that I just read to you, looking at just this first week of January compared to last year same week in January, we're down 13.6%. So right now down 13.6% over last year's inventory on the market right now. Our sold inventory down 25.7% compared to last week, and then compared to last year, we're down 8.3% so far on sold property. So what closed escrow just this first week of the year is only down 8.3%. Which we expect, right? We expect it to be down. Why? Because inventory was down, pendants were down at the end of the year. So we expect that the beginning of the year is going to be down as well on what is actually closed inventory. Pendants are down 33.9% compared to last week. And then we are looking at being down 14.6% for this first week of the year, pendants. So what actually went into escrow is actually down 14.6%. Over last year. Okay, and if you guys are have any background noise, do me a favor, please mute yourselves. That way we can keep the line clear. All right, so let's keep it pushing. So looking at new listings are actually down 22.1% compared to last year or last week, down 16.9% compared to last year. So new listings down 16.9% compared to last year. And then pendants are down 33.9% compared to last week and 14.6% compared to last year. So pendants from those new listings is down actually. Right. Forgive me if I have to mute you guys because I have to make sure that we can maintain the line and everybody can hear. So our new listings being down 16.9% again. we are definitely seeing some squeeze in terms of our inventory. That is said to continue. However, you guys know we have been seeing some decreases in the interest rates, right? And with those decreases in the interest rates, that is bringing sellers closer to that decision point where they can say, you know what, I'm looking at selling and going ahead and downsizing, or selling and going ahead and buying that new home for more space, right? However, sellers have really been holding back because they are living in that 3 to 4%, and some of them even in a 2.5, 2.75% interest rate. And so the interest rates have kept them from putting their houses on the market. Whereas if that interest rates continue to go down, it'll make it more attractive for them to go ahead and make that move, because there's got to be this balance between how uncomfortable they are and how much money they potentially are going to have to spend in excess of what they're spending now, right? There's got to be that there's a sweet spot there that we're trying to come in alignment with, and then more inventory will come on the market once we hit that interest rate that sellers are willing to compromise on, okay? Let's keep moving forward. So we've got our average active price. Our average active price is 2.1% higher than it was last week. 15.4% higher than in LA County. Let's be clear, in LA County, 15.4% higher than last year, compared to last year. So what does that mean? So basically in LA County, we're asking for, on average, asking for 15.4% higher of an asking price than we did last year, okay? So sellers are asking for 15.4% more. However, average sold price, all righty, they are asking 3.5%, or the sold price is selling for 3.5% higher over last month. However, over last year so far is 6.4% lower, okay? So they're asking for more, but they're not getting it. We're at 6.4% lower of a sold price than we were compared to this same time frame last year, okay? So that just goes to tell you that, again, just because you ask for it doesn't mean that that's what you're going to get, okay? And that's also where we have to be hyper local and showing our sellers and our buyers what is actually going on in your specific pocket, because you can believe if this is the number, some areas are asking for that 15.4% and probably getting it, and some are not, right? Some are asking for that 15.4% and then they're having to decrease, okay? All right. In LA County, as you guys can see, 15.4%, that's not as big as what we're probably going to see in Orange County, because they typically ask for more, obviously. Monthly inventory, we are still in a very aggressive seller's market. We were at 2.5 months of inventory last week, last month. We're at 2.7 months of inventory. All righty, now, starting this first beginning of the year, so 2.7 months of inventory across the board. This is the same stat. And that is a very aggressive seller's market. So don't let anybody tell you differently. Now, I know I'm beating this like a dead horse, but the reality is that you have to be looking at your specific area, because your months of inventory in your area could be a little bit different, okay? You could have more months of inventory, which means that you could be closer to a balanced market, even though in most of our counties and most of our areas, we still are experiencing a very aggressive inventory shortage, okay? So I don't think we're going to see that. However, as you go out, the IE and all of that, we do see that the months of inventory actually does tick up a bit, okay? So average days on market, zero change over last month, same time frame. And last year, there's actually a 24.4% decrease. So we were at, last year, we were at 41 days on market. Same time frame. This year, right now, we're at 31 days on market. So we actually saw a 24.4% decrease in the days on market. We had a lot going on last year. Right now, interest rates have been going down, right, for a good month and a half. So that's working in our favor. That days on market has gone down. That's great news. Now 96 sold price versus original list price is only down 1% compared to last year. And which again, this is a very strong still sales price versus original list price. Looking at last year compared to this year, we were at 92% to list price. Now we're at 95% to list price. So that's good, sold price to list price. And basically that means that sellers are getting close to what they're asking. That's exactly what it means. They're asking for you know, 700,000 and they're getting close to that. They're getting 95% of that. Okay. So they're getting very close. And this is again where you have to be hyper local, because in some areas they're still getting 100, 101, because we are hearing of multiple offers being made. So you're still having that condition exist in some areas. So you've got to know that so that you can set the expectation, right, of your sellers. They've got to, and your buyers. Your buyers got to know that they still need to compete, right, in some areas. So you gotta be hyper local and look at this in your zip code or in your neighborhood. But on average in LA County, sellers are getting 95% of list price, which is strong, and it's a good marketing for your sellers. All right, let's look at Orange County. So in Orange County, for sale properties is down 16.7% compared to same time frame last year. And then 25% down compared to again, compared to year to date last year, we're 25.1% down. So what's actually on the market right now for sale is down 25%. And again, we're hoping that based on those interest rates going down, that this statistic, that this will actually get more in line and we won't be down, that we'll start to see some increases in the inventory as interest rates go down and as sellers decide that now they're going to hop in the market and sell and buy. Okay, so sold is down 8.9% over last year, and then 4% increase compared to year to date compared to last year. All righty, so a 4% increase that we're seeing in what is actually sold. And again, both of those statistics are the same because we're just in the first week of January. So we are seeing that sold properties are actually up. Pendants are down 44.9% compared to last month, same time frame. And then 26.7% down compared to last year, same time frame. Okay, so pendants are down 26.7%. Again, you're looking at that for sale statistic at 25.1%. So of course your pendants are going to be down. If what's on the market is down 25%, then your pendants are definitely going to be down. And then that's going to trickle into your solds at some point. That's going to trickle into what actually closes escrow. So these down arrows are just there. It's a trickle effect, right? And it starts with your active inventory, your pendants, and then your solds. All right, so new listing in Orange County. New listings are down 10.6% compared to December of last month, down 10.6%. And we typically see this seasonality hits, right? We normally see the lowest time of the year for sales and for inventory is definitely going to be during your holidays, right? So it starts in November, December, and January, right? So we'll start to see inventory and everything start picking up after the beginning of the year. So normally February, March, going into that springtime, we really see inventory kick up, right? Right now we're seeing it down 10% compared to last month. It's down 39.2% compared to last year, same time frame, down 39.2% in Orange County. Now we definitely hope that that statistic will go higher because or go down, not go higher, go down, because we want to see more inventory, new listing inventory come on the market. And then we have our pendants from that being down 44.9% compared to last month and 26.7% down compared to last year. So inventory, the inventory trends are definitely down in Orange County, and those pendants from those new listings is down 26.7%. All right, so let's look at the average active price in Orange County, up 4.1% compared to last month. up 39% compared to last year, same time frame. So again, we normally see this. Orange County is definitely more aggressive when it comes to their asking price. So right now, compared to last year, they are asking almost 40% higher than they did last year. Now, sold price, again, this is the reality check, 8% down compared to last month, and 1.7% increase compared to the same time frame last year. So only a 1.7% increase, right? So again, in Orange County, you really got to be careful about your area, because in some areas, clearly, they're able to ask a lot more than in other areas. And in terms of what's actually being sold, it looks like they're getting a very modest increase versus what they're asking, right? So they're asking 39% higher. However, what's selling is only 1.7% higher. Okay. So probably seeing a lot of price decreasing in certain Orange County areas. All right, the absorption rate, we are 1.6 months of inventory last month. We're 1.5 months of inventory this month, a 6.1% decrease, which is very small. But as you can see, in LA County, we were at like 2 months of inventory. In Orange County, it's 1.6, 1.5 months of inventory. Currently, last year, we were at 2.1 months of inventory, now at 1.5 months of inventory. So the inventory constraint, the inventory restriction is really rampant in Orange County, even more so than in LA County, which may be one of the reasons why Orange County sellers feel like they can ask more, right? Because they have even more limited inventory than we do in other areas. Okay, so they definitely are in a seller's market, right? All right, so average days on market was at 24 days on market last month. Currently, we're at 30 days on market. So not a big difference. But definitely seeing an increase in the days on market, 25% increase over last month, and a 36.2% increase over last year. So last year we have 47 days on market, or decrease, I'm sorry. Last year we have 47 days on market, and currently this year, the first week again, we're at 30 days on market. So not a big sample size. Let's keep that in mind too. This is the first week of the market, first week of the year. And so it's not a big sample size. However, we do have 30 days on market, which has gone down, which is good. Sold price versus original list price, no change versus last month, and a 7.8% increase. So last year, same time frame, we were at 90% sold price to original list price, and now we're at 97% sold price versus original list price. So that's good. It has actually gone up 7.8%. So sellers will love to hear that story, that we're starting off strong, right? That you're getting very, very close to what you're asking, to the original list price. I like this number because it shows original list price, right? Not the reduced list price. So they're getting 97% of the original list price. All right, let's hop over to Riverside County. So Riverside County, 7.1% decrease in for sale properties compared to last month, a 9.4% decrease compared to overall for last year. So not a big decrease in Riverside County, only 9.4% in terms of what's actually on the market right now. Not as dramatic as actually the other, not as dramatic as the other counties that we've gone over. And then sold properties, 21.6% decrease compared to last month. So what is actually closed escrow, 21.6% down compared to last month. And then 12.8% down compared to last year so far, right? 12.8%. So what is sold is actually down 12.8%. Pendants are down 13% compared to last month, and 9.8% increase actually on pendants compared to last year. Okay, so pendants have actually gone up compared to last year. So more has actually gone into escrow compared to last year. So that's good. However, just look at let's look at the arrows. If your for sale properties is actually down, more than likely Next month, we may see where our pendants have actually taken a different direction because you just don't have enough actually going into escrow that's on the market to actually go into escrow. Okay. It all flows together like we talked about. It's all a trickle effect. So new listing inventory is down 11.6% compared to last month, and it's down 22.1% compared to last year. So less new listing inventory coming on the market compared to last year, same time frame, to the tune of 22.6%. And then pendants in this area are down 13% compared to last year, and 9.8%, I'm sorry, compared to last month, and up 9.8% compared to last year. Okay. Yeah, same actual statistic there on the pendants. All right. Average active price is actually down for 0.4%. All righty. So that's almost a wash. Being down 0.4% and over last month, 6.2% increase compared to same time frame last year, right? So you always see this in Riverside County, where Riverside County is much more, and San Bernardino County is much more modest on their asking price than what you see in Los Angeles and what you see in Orange County. And in Los Angeles, actually, it was only like 16%, I think between 16 and 18%. The average active price had gone up. Whereas in Orange County, right, it was like 39%, huge number. But in Riverside County and San Bernardino counties, we normally see more modest asking prices. And so to the tune of 6.2% increase compared to the same time frame last year. Okay. And then the average sold price compared to last month has actually gone up 4.1% compared to last month, and 1.3% compared to same time frame last year. Again, so just more modest increases in Riverside County. Months of inventory, and we talked about this as well. As you go out, you're going to see more inventory. So 3.1 months of inventory last month, 3.6 months of inventory this month, which is a 16.4% increase. Compared to last year, it's a 2.9% increase. We had 3.5 months of inventory last year, same time frame. We have 3.6 months of inventory now. Okay, so not a big change at all. However, a tick up in getting a little bit more inventory on the market in Riverside County. So average days on market, we were at 36 days on market last month. We're at 45 days on market this month so far. A 25% increase over last month. And then compared to last year, we were at 53 days on market, and now we're at, again, 45 days on market. So a 15.1% decrease in actual days on market. And sold versus original list price, it's a wash compared to last month, and a 3.2% increase. So we were at 94 days on market, 94% of list price was last year. Now sellers are getting 97% of list price. Okay, so sold versus original list price, they're getting 97% of original list price currently this first 7 days of the year. Okay, or first 6 days of the year, 97%. So doing very well. Again, this is definitely still a seller's market, and sellers, the messaging to sellers is that they are still getting very close to their original asking price. All right, let's go with San Bernardino County to wrap it all up. So San Bernardino County for sale has actually gone down 9.5% compared to last month for sale property. So active inventory, 8% down compared to last year. And sold properties has gone down 23% compared to last month, and 24% compared to last year. So what is actually closed escrow has gone down 24% compared to last year, same time frame. And then pendants have gone down 37.5% compared to last month, and 20.5% compared to last year. And again, we always say it's a trickle effect. So if your for sale properties are down, your pendants are more than likely going to be down as well. Okay, but this is compared to last year, we are seeing a significant decrease of 20.5% compared to last year. All right, San Bernardino County, looking at new listings. New listing inventory is down 10.4% compared to last month and 19.1% compared to same time frame last year. Pendants are down 37.5% compared to last month and 20.5% compared to last year, same time frame. Okay. Average active price, again, we're going to see that in San Bernardino County, more modest. The average active price has actually gone down 1.2% compared to last month and only up 7.7% compared to last year. So again, very modest increase of 7.7% compared to last year. And a 1.6 for sold properties, average sold price is actually down 1.6% compared to last month and up actually 6.7% compared to last year. Okay, up actually 6.7%. So San Bernardino County, in terms of what they're getting close to, as you can see, they're asking 7.7% more compared to last year on average, and they're getting 6.7% higher than they did last year on their sold price. So they're actually tracking very well. And then months of inventory, 3.3 months of inventory last month. We're at 3.9 months of inventory so far in the year, this year. So again, that's a 18.1% increase over last month and a 21.7% increase over last year. So definitely in San Bernardino, inventory is growing, as we can see, to the tune of 21.7%, which is good. And more than likely those sales are going to start getting in there, especially as these interest rates go down. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely seeing more of my clients move out to San Bernardino, Riverside counties because they can get more bang for their buck, right? They can get more house for their money. And most of them have a schedule now, which allows them to only work from the office maybe 1 or 2 days a week. So it's not having to commute to LA every single day. So that has definitely changed the landscape of things and made the San Bernardino, the Riverside counties more attractive to our homeowners. And their statistics are definitely more in line with more realistic increases and so forth. So average days on market, 32 days on market last month. And right now we're at 38 days on market. And that's a 18.8% increase compared to last month. However, last year comparison is a 26.9% decrease over last year. So last year we're at 52 days on market and now we're only at 38 days on market. Sold versus original list price, 3.1% decrease compared to last month and a 1.1% increase compared to last year. So last year sellers were getting 94% of original list price. And now they're getting 95% of original list price. So again, we're still in San Bernardino County. We're still in the seller's market. They are getting close to their list price, right? They're actually selling for close to list price. And average days on market is 38 days on market. So we just need to be aware that in San Bernardino County, obviously, just like in any other area around, that there are definitely areas that are doing 101% of list price. They're selling for that. The average days on market could be 14 days. So you do have to be hyper local and zone into your specific area. Okay. Any questions on those, the county specific data? Any questions on that or comments? I do expect that things are going to get better as we roll into this year. That is actually what we are hearing from all of our economists now, that the interest rates have started to go down. We are starting to hear that we should see a more robust market than what we had originally anticipated mid to late last year. We have started to see that our market is picking up because of the interest rates going down and because inflation has leveled off, right? It went down and has leveled off. So it's getting a lot more optimistic than we originally had thought. And so that's a very good sign for us as realtors. Okay. So our upcoming events, we have got a great calendar, you guys. Definitely, if you do not know where to find our calendar, make sure that you are going to kwsellaleveragePage.com. Put it in the chat. KW Seller Leverage. You want to be going there to look at it, and you get an email every Friday, and every day you actually get a text which gives the schedule for the day. So today we have got group coaching at 12, and then we have got Pavin's class, going out to Pavin's property, his completed project. So that is on 13209 Barland Avenue, and he put it on Facebook if you guys didn't see it. All right, so make sure that you check that out. So we have group coaching today with Diana Carbajal at 12 p.m. and that's going to be in office and on Zoom. And then, like I mentioned, we've got at 1:30. You've got to join us on Barland to look at Pavin's completed project. We actually toured this property when it was actually when it had actually taken down to the studs. Okay, so we got to see it then, and now we get to see the completed project. So we are excited about that. Make sure you come out, and Pavin's going to talk to us about the process and about some of the challenges that he had to overcome. And so we're looking forward to seeing the finished project now after having seen it in its infancy state. Okay, so seeing it from start to finish. All right. And then we've got Command Your Database with Eileen. That's tomorrow, Tuesday at 6:30. And she's going to be talking about how to automate your database using Command. If you guys don't know, this woman is amazing. Her and Diana are tech gurus. And quite frankly, so is Martha. They really have a great, I was going to say a great command of the technology. And they do. So definitely check this out, especially if you can't join Diana at her tech workshop at 1:30. You can catch it at 6:30. Okay. And it's in office because this is a hands-on workshop. All righty. It's really hard to be hands-on on Zoom. So that's why it's in office. And then on Friday, we've got Coffee with a Capper with John Boteo. So make sure you guys come out, ask him a bunch of questions about his business. All of us do business differently. So the Coffee with a Capper is an opportunity for you to actually talk with cappers and figure out how they're doing business, find out how they're doing business, what's working in their business right now, and how you might be able to implement some of those strategies in your own business, because all of us do business differently, okay? And one size does not fit all in this business. We also have call days. So if you want to come out and be supported on Wednesdays, we're calling, making a bunch of calls. Everybody should be in here lead generating, right? We want to be lead generating. We've got family reunion coming up. Just wanted to keep that on your minds, February 25th through the 29th. I'm sorry, my slide deck is kind of out of order. Let me think. I think there was a couple of other ones that I really wanted to stress. So I want to go back here. We've got broker hour with Ed on Wednesdays. He's back. So he's going to be talking about the new car forms review. So everybody probably should be chiming into that at 10 o'clock on Wednesday, the new car forms review. And then the DRE advertising guidelines and MLS fines on Thursday at 10 a.m. We also have 24 and 24. Now we're thinking that we might have to change that because it actually, we have Ramon and another session going on off-site. So we're thinking about changing that, but I will let you guys know that by today. We may have 24 and 24 coming up on Wednesday. I'll keep you guys posted. But what that means is 24 deals in 2024, you guys. We have the game plan. We have the playbook on how to create 24 deals in 2024. Everybody who does not do 24 deals should be there. Okay. And then we have run the playbook, how to 10x your database on Friday at 10 a.m. So we are just introducing these playbooks and introducing these strategies because they have been proven. And if you implement them and implement them early, right, then you can produce those same results in your business. All right. So any questions, you guys? Any questions you guys have? Again, we'll have industry updates and market news next week. For right now, just know that we have seen over the last 7 weeks, we have seen a decline, a steady decline in interest rates. So your buyers are now getting the better interest rates. So we should be pushing that messaging to all of our buyers that, hey, now is a great time to buy, because if you wait for interest rates to continue to go down, you're going to be right there in that frenzy with everybody else, because those interest rates, when they start to go down and hit that real sweet spot, what's going to happen? Everybody's going to jump in. What's that going to do? It's going to raise prices. Okay. If interest rates are going down, prices are more than likely going up. And that's going to cause a problem for buyers, especially buyers who have, very tight margins, or their purchase price, is at 600, 650. I mean, those are going to be tight. So it's really good for us to counsel our buyers to be looking right now. India's question, what's the average interest rate right now? That's a good question, India. I believe the last time that I looked at interest rates, we were still at like 6.75. So 6.75, between 6.75 and 7. But remember, we were at 7.5, 7 3/4. So we were up there, and now it's starting to go down. Okay. But we can definitely get Nancy and Rosie to give us a little bit more information on that. And it also depends on the program, right? It depends on if you're FHA versus VA versus conventional, or if you're jumbo. So you got to know, you got to look at like what your buyer's purchase prices are, and then ask your lender for what the interest rates are, because to be honest with you, FHA's interest rates are different than what conventionals are. Conventional interest rates are a little bit higher than FHA rates. And then jumbo is higher. So you got to be specific when you ask that question. Okay. Is Pavin's project being rented or sold? It is being rented. This is a buy and hold, Jen. This is a buy and hold. So it's really just for the experience of seeing the finished product, and seeing it, since most of us did see it when it was taken down to the studs. But this is actually a buy and hold. So they're going to rent this one out. Okay. Oh, thank you, India. She had answered that. Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions? And Jen, like you, I know you know this, but for everybody else, all of Pavin's projects are not always buy and hold. So some of them are definitely buy and sell, or flips. So he tells us, once he knows what he's going to do with it, so that we hopefully are able to get it out there, market it, and help to get it sold. Okay, he definitely gives us those opportunities. So any other questions? If not, you guys have an amazing week. I hope to see you here in-house for some of this great training that we have. Make sure that you guys are hitting it strong for the beginning of the year. We should be calling. We should be checking in with our databases. If you're doing expires for sale by owners and you need some support, let us know how we can support you. And let's get it done. Let's make 24 our best year. All right. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Brandy.
Thank you. Thanks, Shelly.
Thank you, Brandy.
Thanks, Jen. See you guys.